Blue Ivy has proved that even the world's most famous offspring can be embarrassed by their parents. The 6-year-old rubbed shoulders with some of the biggest names in music as she joined Beyoncé and Jay-Z at the 60th annual Grammy Awards on Sunday night. But she wasn't a fan of her parents' behavior, and called them out for making too much noise. The A-list tot was seen motioning at Jay-Z and Beyoncé to stop clapping as they applauded Camila Cabello during her speech on immigration. The superstar couple, who recently welcomed twins Sir and Rumi, looked bemused as their daughter bowed her head and made gestures with her hands. Fans praised Blue Ivy, with one tweeting, "Blue let them know who's really in charge here." Another posted, "Blue Ivy shushed Beyoncé because she's a harmonizer." It was a disappointing night for Jay-Z, who left empty-handed despite being nominated for 8 Gongs, including the coveted Album, Song and Record of the Year, which were all picked up by Bruno Mars. Kendrick Lamar, who also beat the 99 Problems singer in the rap album category, paid tribute to him during his speech in which he unofficially nominated him for presidency. Diva, Blue Ivy, Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Christopher Polk, Getty. He said, "Jay for president. I got a lot of guys in this building that I idolize to this day. Jay-Z, Nas, Puff. These guys showed me the game through their lyrics from close and from afar." Other big winners included Ed Sheeran for Pop Solo Performance and Vocal Album, Alessia Cara for New Artist and Foo Fighter for Rock Song. This year's event was held in New York's Madison Square Garden and saw guests wear white roses in support of the Time's Up movement, which raises money for those affected by UAL abuse. Host James Corden followed the theme as he threw his support behind the movement just months after he was slated for making jokes about Harvey Weinstein's victims at an Amfar gala. Bruno Mars accepts the Grammy for Album of the Year for 24K Magic. Kesha is embraced by a multitude of singers after they performed Praying. Kendrick Lamar performs a medley. Jay-Z, Blue Ivy and Beyoncé Knowles attend the 60th annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Blue Ivy tells her parents Beyoncé and Jay-Z to stop clapping at Grammy Awards. Elton John and Miley Cyrus perform Tiny Dancer. Rihanna performs Wild Thoughts. Rita Ora arrives for the 60th annual Grammy Awards ceremony. Hillary Clinton appears on screen reading an excerpt from the book Fire and Fury during a skit at the 60th annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Lady Gaga performs on stage during the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Recording artist Alessia Cara accepts Best New Artist on stage during the 60th annual Grammy Awards. A woman reacts in shock as Beyoncé and Jay-Z walk past her at the Grammy Awards 2018. Janelle Monáe speaks on stage during the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Recording artists Bono and The Edge of music group U2 speak on stage during the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Kendrick Lamar accepts the Best Rap Album Grammy for Damn. Cardi B and Bruno Mars finish their performance of Finesse. Shaj performs with Sting. Pink performs Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. Host James Corden and recording artist Hailee Steinfeld attend the 60th annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Lady Gaga performs a medley. Elton John and Miley Cyrus embrace after performing Tiny Dancer. Reuters, Lucas Jackson, Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar accept the award for Best Rap Sung Performance for Loyalty at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Maren Morris and Eric Church perform at the 60th annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Lorde and Angelo Yelich O'Connor attends the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Lorde's dress has a powerful message. Detail at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Miley Cyrus arrives at the 60th annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Chrissy Teigen attends the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Lorde whilst Wath and Pink perform at the Grammy Awards 2018. Ben Platt performs Somewhere during a tribute to Leonard Bernstein and Andrew Lloyd Webber at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Bruno Mars poses with his Grammys for Record of the Year and Album of the Year for 24K Magic and Song of the Year for That's What I Like. Logic and Alessia Cara perform on stage at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. U2's The Edge and Bono perform. Lana Del Rey attends the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Joy Villa arrives at the 60th annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys pose in the press room at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Tony Bennett and Dave Bennett accept the Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Karen Fairchild, From Left, Jimmy Westbrook, Kimberly Schlapman and Philip Sweet of Little Big Town performs Better Man at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Coco Austin, Left, and Ice-T arrive at the 60th annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Fashion designer Zach Posen fixes the dress of Miley Cyrus as she poses in the press room at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Recording artist Zayn Malik attends. Crystal and Lloyd poses with the Best Musical Theater Album Award for Dear Evan Hansen in the press room at the 60th annual Grammy Awards. Cardi B and Tennessee Carolina Gary Clark Jr. and Jon Batiste announced that the award for Best Pop Solo Performance is won by Ed Sheeran at the 60th annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden, India. Ari performs I Am Light at the 60th Annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Anna Kendrick introduces a performance by Elton John and Miley Cyrus at the 60th Annual Grammy Awards. SZA performs on stage at the 60th Annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden. Chris Stapleton poses in the press room with his awards for Best Country Solo Performance for Either Way, Best Country Song for Broken Halos, and Best Country Album for From a Room, Volume 1 at the 60th Annual Grammy Awards. Janelle Monáe with the Grammy charity signings during the 60th Annual Grammy Awards at Madison Square Garden.